Good afternoon. Today, this is a continuing story of Future Kings, and we have been discussing various Future Kings programs, such as our custom engineering program, Future Kings in general, and previous sessions have dealt with other aspects of Future Kings. Tonight, we are discussing the financial management program, which is also an integral part of the Future Kings overall program. And with us tonight is a bank manager from Wells Fargo Bank. Wells Fargo is a partner or a collaborator or a good friend to Future Kings. Mr. Kingsman Amankwa is a bank manager for Wells Fargo, who is also a volunteer with the Future Kings program. And so we've asked him to come tonight to discuss both the services that Wells Fargo is assisting Future Kings with in terms of providing information and information to the Future Kings participants, as well as getting a better understanding about why this participation with Future Kings is seen as a benefit both to our not-for-profit and to the bank. The purpose of the Future Kings financial management program is to teach our program participants about the world of money. That's a very important part of being able to survive in the 21st century, being able to handle your finances well. Then for individuals in the communities that are the target demographic for Future Kings, many of those individuals don't know about stock market investing, have never been trained in checkbook management, don't understand other financial products which are available to them. The benefit of credit, for example, the benefit of sound financial planning. And so the purpose of the Future Kings financial management program is to expose those people who are in our program to the world of money so that they can be aggressive in handling their financial and finances in a way that is financially well for their financial well-being. So that's the purpose of Future Kings financial management program. And as part of the training that we're giving our participants, we have relied on Wells Fargo products. So, Kingsman, could you give me a little idea about the scope of the information resources which your bank has available and which you are integrating in the training that you're giving our people?
Right. So first of all, Dr. Ken, I would just like to thank you for the opportunity to be on this show, really to discuss the important financial management tools that are available to Future Kings, and also to thank you for the opportunity to give Wells Fargo the opportunity to be able to collaborate with Future Kings in its science, technology, engineering, and math fields. We really do appreciate the partnership. We hope to continue the partnership on a long-term basis and to play a more integral role in the Future Kings program. So one of the main financial wellness program that Wells Fargo has is a hands-on banking program. Like many other financial institutions, a lot of information is divulged in these types of meetings or these types of financial management wellness programs to help people know how to manage their checkbooks, just like you rightly said in the beginning. Also teach them information about basic credit needs, home affordability or home purchase, budgeting, and just basic money management. Wells Fargo has a plethora of these services that are available to give to Future Kins participants as part of the partnership that we have with them. And our goal is really to enhance that relationship on a long-term basis and really to get most of these kids that are coming up within the STEM program that Future Kins actually has to offer, to teach them how to also better manage their finances, their credit, and get them ready for the real world.
You know, the Future Kings program really is an after-school STEM program. And in there, we are teaching young people about cybersecurity and training them for jobs in cybersecurity, computer, game design, in biomedical sciences, and in custom engineering. And we're exposing them to a number of other careers which are STEM-based. And so with that being our core focus, the question often comes up, how does financial management fit into this? And why would you take the limited time that you do have with these students and invest that time in financial management? And so our response to that question is that we are preparing these young people for high income careers, and that if we don't prepare them for how they can handle their money, that we are doing them a disservice. That as they go on that journey from where they are to where they're going, there are going to be a lot of opportunities to make mistakes. And there's also be opportunities to exercise good judgment. And we want them to have the tools to exercise good judgment. We wouldn't want them to go out and take loans that they couldn't pay back. I remember when my daughter, for example, first went to college, one of the first things that happened to her was she got offered credit cards. And she was so happy with a credit card that the next thing she did was ran out and ran the limit all the way, spent all the money on the credit card all the way up to limit. So I was negligent in not preparing her for what was going to come. But that was a lesson that I learned. And so in the Future Kings program, we decided that we were going to try to avoid other people making that same mistake that I made with my daughter. Could you be a little specific about the kinds of training that you provide for the boys in the Future Kings program to help them understand what it means to manage their finances correctly?
Right. So, Dr. King, thank you so much again for the question again. So the financial management program as part of Future Kins STEM activities is really centered on some of the main highlights that some of the main things that you've already touched on and highlighted. In a sense that, yes, we have these young kids that are being groomed to be technically savvy, and then, to advance their opportunities in life to have very high-paying jobs. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that they have the financial management skill that would enable them to make sure they're able to maintain their wealth. That is part of the main goal in terms of the financial management process that we're looking to include within the Future Kins program. So as a way of doing that, my goal is to ensure that they understand the nuances of how credit works, the nuances of how to balance a checkbook, the nuances of what a checking account is, what a savings account is, and how to properly use it to apply onto the day-to-day financial management basics to ensure that they're able to maintain wealth and not get themselves into massive debt.
Now, the Future Kings program recognizes that everyone is not going to go to college, that there are people who college is just not in their lane, yet they're going to be going into some type of post-high school career or post-high school activity. So getting started in financial management when they are in our program is great. But for those young men in our program who are going to go to college, and are making a commitment to college, and who we would like to minimize the debt that they incur by going to college. We look at the opportunities for the scholarship opportunities, which are available to us through the bank. Can you expand on those types of scholarship opportunities and the mechanics of how people in programs such as ours can take advantage of the bank's access to scholarships?
Right. So that's another important question when it comes to financial management. On a whole, right now within the United States, of all college-age students, there is an accumulated amount of somewhere between maybe $2 trillion in college debt. And that is partly as a result of improper planning, or maybe it's due to poor planning in terms of how to properly put a plan together to get ready for college in terms of the financial aspects of it. One of the things that Wells Fargo, as part of their financial wellness program, has designed to do is to make certain key information available to potential students that are interested in going to college. One of the ways in which we've actually decided to help within the community as part of our corporate social responsibility is to sponsor a website that has approximately somewhere around $7 million in scholarship funds that are available to potential students that are willing to apply for it. I will give the name of that website now so that folks that are actually watching this program will have the opportunity to be able to go to that website and take advantage of it. So if you're watching today, this very moment, please take note of this. The website is actually tuitionfundingresource.com. I'll just repeat it again. It's www.tuitionfundingresource.com. It's a website that's available to anybody of all different backgrounds. There are no restrictions or limitations. If you're able to get to that website, there are different options and choices as to different scholarships that are available that you can take advantage of. And this is something that we also want to make future kids aware for those kids that are involved in the STEM activities and programs to take advantage of, to help them actually get ready for college and also have the opportunity to be able to make their dreams come true.
Excellent. Now, when we're talking to some of our youth about money, that is certainly valuable information. But within the Future Kings program, we have a monthly meeting with parents. And part of the belief about handling money is that for young people, being able to work with their parents on financial management issues as a way of training them, or seeing their parent as a role model, or a partner in their financial well-being and planning, can be very valuable. Now, in this case, the parents oftentimes don't know as much as the students because they haven't been trained. And so parents are learning at the same time as the students in our program. So all that being said, I was just trying to identify some of the programs that you have which are targeted beyond just the participants in our program, right, but to make this a family event, right, where both parents and other family members, right, that are within the Future Kings family can benefit by working with a banking institution.
Right. So as part of our financial wellness and hands-on banking programs that's available to Future Kings through the partnerships that we have, we anticipate that parents of the youth that are involved in the program could also actually benefit from some of the financial information that we have to share. Part of it, one big area of that particular program is the credit basics, in a sense of, sharing the knowledge and information with parents on how they can fundamentally manage and control their credit to ensure that they're in a very sound financial position to be able to help themselves, their family, and even their kids to be able to advance certain initiatives that they may want to do in life. A couple more other areas that I'll share with you briefly is the home ownership program that we have. We encourage home ownership as part of building wealth when it comes to financial stability and wealth in itself. And we hope to ensure that, with some of the knowledge and information that we share when it comes to our financial wellness and hands-on banking activities that we do at Future Kings, that the parents will be able to take advantage of it. As time goes on in the monthly meetings, as you rightly indicated within your question or within the discussion, we hope that the parents will be able to take advantage of the financial management sections or segments that are available to them when we have these monthly meetings. Budgeting is another big area, and then also just basic savings and financial management overall is a big piece as well, that we hope that as we involve or we infuse those financial management, wellness, and the hands-on banking training within the Future Kings monthly meetings, that the parents will take advantage of. Those are some of the areas in which we're able to expand and share that knowledge that most parents may not have, and it's really to help them secure their financial future.
So within the financial management program of Future Kings, that we didn't limit it just to the boys that are participating, but we're also trying to include the rest of their family as well.
Right.
And by working with the bank, that we get a chance to really expand the relationship.
Right.
Now, that's just one way that we collaborate.
Right.
Another way but we would like to deepen the collaboration with the bank. And I think that for a not-for-profit like ours, as well as any type of business entity, you always want to have a strong relationship with your bank. So from the Future Kings perspective, we certainly look at Wells Fargo as being a great partner, but we would like to deepen the collaboration. And for us, that includes things such as having events. We worked with the bank once before with an event with a number of other not-for-profits, and that was a very productive and successful time. We have events that we would certainly like for Wells Fargo to be a participant in. So we would like to look at some of those as options for deepening collaboration. What are some ways that you see as coming from the other side, where banks do an outreach in order to deepen a collaboration with an organization such as ours?
Right. So we anticipate that moving forward in 2018, that Wells Fargo Bank will be more infused in the Future Kings financial management and wellness program, in a sense that we would like to be a partner on a monthly basis, if not on any particular time frame that is available, that we can continue to share and impact the financial knowledge and skills and information that most parents would need, and also as an advantage also to the youth that would have access to this information as well as they continue with their careers in the STEM fields. This knowledge and this information sometimes is not so freely available to the general public, but we hope that we can infuse that information as part of the 2018 calendar, and to be an ongoing process, so that parents and the youth as well will take advantage of that particular program.
Well, Mr. Amakwa, this has been a very informative session for us. I certainly appreciate you coming today and sharing information with us, and we are very, very happy to have you here and look forward to a continuing relationship. Thank you very much for your time.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.